Another arrest has been made related to the homicide of a Williamsport teenager. Today is Tuesday, July 29th, and this is 570 News on the Go, brought to you in part by NorthCentralPA.com. A heat advisory is in effect today through Wednesday evening. Otherwise, today will be mostly sunny, a high in the mid-90s. A Williamsport man has been arrested for his alleged role in what police are calling a retaliatory shooting for the homicide of a Williamsport teen. 21-year-old Demir Sams Glover is accused of discharging a firearm into an occupied structure in the Penn housing project in Loyalsock Township. The shooting occurred the day after the fatal shooting of 15-year-old Amin Palmer that occurred in the parking lot of TGI Fridays. Sams Glover was arraigned on felony charges of aggravated assault and related counts. He was denied bail and committed to the Lycoming County Prison. A 59-year-old man from Howard died in an ATV accident in Center County on Sunday evening. Roger Heverly was traveling in the 600 block of Greens Run Road in Howard Township when he lost control of his Honda TRX and hit a tree. State police say he was driving too fast and not wearing a helmet or other safety gear. He died at the scene. The cause of death has not been released. The Lycoming Regional Police are asking for the public's help for information in a hit-and-run accident involving a stolen vehicle. Early Sunday morning, police responded to a report of a motor vehicle accident at the intersection of Princeton Avenue and Mill Lane in Old Lycoming Township. Officers discovered the vehicle involved in the crash had been stolen from a home along Dauber Road in Lycoming Township, and the occupants in the stolen car had fled on foot. Police are asking that if you live in the area and have cameras that may have captured footage of the crash and the occupants fleeing, to contact them at 570-323-4987. On Monday, the Boyer Run School Board approved this school year's student handbook that spells out their backpack policy. The junior high students will not be allowed to bring their backpacks to classes, while high school students will be allowed to do so. Classes resume in the Boyer Run School District on Thursday, August 21st. Protesters gathered outside the Moshannon Valley Processing Center near Phillipsburg Sunday. Dubbed Black Bear Alcatraz, the processing center hidden in the Allegheny Mountains is the largest federal immigration center in the Northeast, with a capacity of over 1,800. The Center Daily Times reports about 50 people stood outside the facility to draw attention to its existence. Earlier this year, the ACLU of Pennsylvania and two other advocacy groups filed a complaint with the Department of Homeland Security that detailed what they considered inhumane, unconstitutional, and punitive conditions at the facility. ICE officials deny the allegations. The state appeals court has upheld the prison sentence for the man accused of beating and raping a Penn State student in 1995. Last year, 53-year-old Scott Williams of Mifflin County was convicted of the assault and rape and handed a state sentence of 10 to 20 years. His appeal contended that the warrantless seizure of evidence was unconstitutional and should be suppressed. The detectives took bags of trash from outside Williams' home that yielded DNA samples and confirmed a match with the DNA of the perpetrator in the 1995 rape. Williams continues to maintain his innocence. The new Sunday hunting dates for the fall were finalized yesterday by the State Game Commission. The new hunting days will be the last 3 Sundays in September, every Sunday in October and November, as well as December 7th. And a parade and festival on Saturday in Williamsport celebrated the 35th anniversary of the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act. The event, in its 5th year, was organized by Roads to Freedom Center for Independent Living and Disability Pride, Pennsylvania. The mile-long parade began in South Williamsport and ended at Roads to Freedom in Williamsport, where there were vendors and activities. Organizers told the Sun-Gazette that an important part of their message was to remind everyone their voice deserves to be heard and that ADA cannot improve without advocating. For the latest in news and events, head on over to NorthCentralPA.com. I'm Liz Brady, and you're up to date with 570 News on the Go.